They granted each other the luxury of just one question for the entire night. He slid his hand out of his sleeping bag and turned the torch towards her. "How did you convince yourself for something as crazy as this?" he asked. His fantasy for the first date involved an arduous 4-hour-long trek along the snow-capped Himalayan mountains, setting up a tent at the edge of a sharp cliff and spending the entire night with the special one, nurturing her exclusivity. He proposed all this to her on one knee, quite unaware about the procedure.
I did not. You did. When you cleaned your palm with your linen white shirt before shaking my hand. When you held my hand so gently, as if you understand my fragility. And the little girl in front of the church who burst her balloon mistakenly? You took out an imaginary one from your pocket, puffed some magic air into it with your fluffy face, and tied a ribbon around it. And then you gifted it to her, saying that this is the magic balloon that she would never lose. You convinced me well all along.
He loved her immaculate observations, establishing the fact that her heart beats like his own. Your turn now.
Tell me the reason which helped you to construct a bridge between this place and me.
He was a bit startled by the question. He planned to save this compliment for later, but then he let loose of himself. "When I didn't mention my surname to you, you didn't push it. You didn't restrict me into a street or a community going by my small eyes. When you met me the third time on the second day, you hugged me a second longer than your friends, because you knew I needed it. In the flashy orange neon lit terrace bar, where the crowd cheered for Zeppelin and Floyd, 2 drinks down, you clutched my right arm and whispered your wish of hearing a ghazal by Gulzar Sahib. This place is my post-vacation hideout. I like to forgive and rebuild myself here. And I would want to try it with you this time." When the hovering fuzzy fog, like the creatures originating from her high bun, was curled away by the rollers of the pinching Himalayan range, there appeared a green tent and 2 interwoven images within it. Well beyond the claws of the omnipresent neighbors, parents with the ever-stinging marriage question, and friends with the dagger of their foreign tours Facebook updates. Granting wings to the bird caught in the wall clock. These 2 images flowed furiously around and within each other. The essence of chocolate assured something in their ears as they came to their senses. What now? The future, the journey back home, the fear of bereavement, and tendency of questioning the existence of forever. A silence only they could hear, being numb till the depth of their couple souls. Nobody asked the question before, never felt the need to. Then why is it so mandatory now? The nail polish which he applied, kissing and caressing her legs, smelt of him more than her. She turned her back and began questioning what she wanted so passionately. He watched her back in a blank, like a convict agreeing to his sins. Did I ruin it? Did I melt the chain in which we floated like pendants, rubbing against each other? He said to himself. The smoke from the fire, in and out of the camp, burned their eyes, as if they ignited the wounds of a dormant mountain. He licked the round earring off her ears and, putting an end to her high tide of insecurity and anxiety, got on one knee with a earring in his hand and said, I may not be your first love, but I aspire to be your last.